Hey there, bits and bytes of English viewers. This is Scott. Last night we uploaded a short. In the short, our students and some of our colleagues, they talked about some of their favorite sitcoms that they watch to learn English or to improve their English skills. So we're going to follow that up with another presentation. The title of this presentation is Learning English via Movies and Television. So first, let's talk about some of the different types of genres that are out there. We have drama. Everybody likes a good drama, yeah. Sitcoms, it's not really a genre, but it's a type of television program. Sitcoms, you have your favorite sitcoms that you watch. Talk shows and podcasts are a good way to improve your language skills and your listening skills, of course. I always recommend podcasts to my students, but they tell me, "Oh, Scott, I don't have time." Okay. Action and adventure, one of my favorites. Crime and detective, very popular at the moment. Lots of crime series out there, lots of detective shows. Documentaries, those are my favorite. I love international documentaries. The Traitor is one of my favorites on Netflix. Science fiction, fantasy. Do you like Lord of the Rings? My partner does. Also, we have comedy, of course. Excuse me. Romance, thrillers, a good Western, Clint Eastwood maybe. Musicals. My mother took me to see Moulin Rouge 25 years ago. War films, of course. Animation, super popular right now. And one that I never watch, horror. I don't like horror films. Yeah, they're not my cup of tea. So tonight we have a little bit of a matching exercise. I hear my students use these vocabulary words sometimes, and sometimes they're using them in the wrong context or incorrectly. So I thought tonight we have a matching exercise. We have our vocabulary on the left: finale, season, pilot, series, streaming, binge watching. That's what we do on Sundays here in Germany. And episode. The definitions are on the right. A set of related episodes. The first episode of a series to test audience interest. So we have some power, right? The audience. We are the audience. Watching TV shows online via platforms like Netflix. Watching multiple episodes or an entire season in one sitting. The last episode of a season or series. A single installment of a television show. Or a collection of episodes that form part of a series. So let's start with finale. Sounds like final. What would that be? You guessed it. The last episode of a season or a series. The next one, season. A collection of episodes that form part of a series. Pilot. Isn't that someone that flies a plane? Or the first episode of a series to test the audience interest. So what happens if the audience doesn't like it? Does the pilot not get picked up? Does it never become a series? It never has a season? I'm sure there's lots of those out there. What is a series? It's a set of related episodes. Okay, what series are you watching right now? What episode are you on? The next one, streaming. Streaming. Watching television shows online with platforms like Netflix or Disney Plus or Amazon Prime. These are streaming platforms. Do you subscribe to some of those? I think I subscribe to 4. That's too many. I know I watch too much TV. Binge watching. It's a perfect introduction into the next vocabulary word. Watching multiple episodes or an entire season in one sitting. Have you done it? I have. And the last one, an episode? Just a single installment of a TV show. So what is your favorite episode of Rick and Morty? I like Pickle Rick. What's your favorite episode of Friends? What is your favorite episode of IT Crowd? What is your favorite episode of Married with Children? I don't know. The alien likes that one. So now let's talk about how do you choose a sitcom or a movie or a genre that's going to improve your language skills? Well, first of all, you want to choose something that's based on your language level. If you're a beginner in the English language learning process, you might want to choose something that's a bit easier to understand. Cartoons, maybe? Just kidding. Also, think about the content that you like. You have to watch something that you enjoy watching, right? So if you're into detective series or crime series, you could watch, I don't know, what can you watch? Law and Order, maybe? There's lots of seasons of Law and Order. Or maybe you want to watch, I don't know, what's another good detective show out there? Tell us in the comments if you like detective shows. And lastly, what are the strategies? Do you use subtitles in your native language? Do you use English subtitles? Do you take a notebook? Do you write down the expressions? Do you write down the new phrases? Do you write down all the new vocabulary words? I mean, you know, if you want to improve your language skills, it takes a little bit of work, right? So if you're watching content that's a little bit more complicated as far as language-based, you might want to have a notebook with you. Do you focus on the subtitles? Do you focus on what's happening visually in the episode? What's the best method? If you ask me, I would always watch content with English subtitles. Even if I'm watching something in English, I sometimes have the English subtitles on. Yeah, I don't know. I need to also improve my language skills in English. But it's just up to you. But we would recommend watching with English subtitles. So what do we recommend? These are some of our favorites. We like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's a funny sitcom about a police department in New York City, in Brooklyn. The IT Crowd is fantastic. It's a British sitcom. I like Sherlock. Scrubs, one of my favorites. Modern Family, also very good. The Wonder Years. You might have to look for that one. That was like, what, 10, 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. Superstore, it's a nice one. The Office, the American version or the British version. And then when I was growing up, I watched The Jeffersons. So there's so many sitcoms out there. There's so much content on television that can improve your language skills. You just have to find something that you enjoy watching. So, as usual, thank you for watching. We wish you the best and good luck. Take care.